Hi everyone, it's Cheeky Jack Gaming, keeping it simple. Oh, this is, you don't get any more simpler than this. Guys, this is the best peg on the lake, as far as I'm concerned. Um, this is going to be a really short video, and I'll show you why in a minute. I've done all the footwork. I've got two levels here today. It's crazy, man. I'm about to fill two nets up with a species of fish that you'll see in a minute. And I found this peg. This spot by accident because I came to do a video, and it wasn't this video I'm doing now. I came to do a video on how to use a boat because I keep getting requests saying, "Can you show us how to use a boat? Can you do a boat video?" And I thought, right, I'll come here, but it was a bit dark when I got here. But that was a day and a half in game ago, right? I'll show you my setup in a minute once I catch a fish because I want to show you something that's going to shock you. I mean, and if you don't want to hang about to see what's going on here, I'm going to make a second video on showing the nets and what I've got in the nets. So, because it's been brilliant. I don't think, let me just check. I don't think I've beat my personal best at tench yet. No, I haven't. Because my personal best is 547. Keep that in mind, right? Look at that. Straight under, no faffing about. Guys, this is a mad peg. I mean, it's the best peg ever that I've fished on this lake. And you know me, I've fished some top pegs on here. And as you can see, it's a tench peg. Every single fish that I've got in my net is a tench, right? Every single fish. And I've got two nets. I've got the starter net, £5.27, 49 XP. The best XP I've had up to now is 51. So look how much I've got in my net there. When I put this in, I'll be close to the £40 mark. So you can see I've not got much to go, but check that out. 329.92. Unless I catch half a pound of fish, I can't put any more in that net. So can you imagine how much this is going to come to? It don't bear thinking about, does it? So, I mean, it's cracking on a bit now. So how is it? It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I've been playing here for quite a few hours today. And you can see I'm on a 10 hook. And the reason I found this peg is I was testing this float because this is a PFE 2 SSG. I bought a couple of heavy floats, so I bought a pike float, and that needs 18 ounces to cock it. And I thought I'll get a big one because I've got some big baits and they're quite heavy. And every time I tried to put a leech on my other floats, it wouldn't work. It'd only work on the pipe bone. I thought I don't want to watch a pipe bone when I'm leech fishing. I mean, I want something a bit slimmer. So I went and got this, which is 18 ounces. And because I was going to do the boat video here, because the boat's behind me, I thought I'll just lob this in over here and just see what happens. And I'll put a leech on because I've got a leech and a snail, I think, or slug, whatever it is. I thought we'll give it a cast out and see what happens. It had only just hit the water, and I thought, and I put it at full depth, and I thought, oh, it's not on the bottom anyway; it's dead deep there. So I was just about to wind it in, and that happened. My float went straight under, and I went, oh, all right, what's this? And then boom. Oh, will that fit in that net? No, it won't. So yeah, and there's the boat that I was going to do the video on. So yeah, you can see it's been. I've got to be careful here that I don't fill that net up and then catch another fish because I still haven't beat my best fish on here yet, and I haven't had a £6 tench out of here, and I'm kind of thinking I'm going to get one, but I'm kind of hoping I don't get it while I'm doing these nets. So yeah. But when I first came here, I was level 8. I'd only just got level 8, and now I'm level 10. Look, how crazy is that? So on average, been getting about 30 points for each fish. So 24 to 42, and I've had one at 51 and one at 50 because it was a £5.46 and a £5.42, I think, something like that. Tension, and they're both in the left-hand net. I've got some others in the other net, but I'm not sure. Um, not sure what the biggest one in there. But as it goes, so I started at 5 to 6 in the morning. I've swapped over 3 times, so I've got back to 6 o'clock in the morning. Because it seems to fish best up till about 1 or 2 o'clock. But the closer to midday or after midday you get, the smaller the fish seem to be. Whereas I'm constantly using my landing net at this time of day, and they're about £3, something like, there you go, 2.67. So, oh, I can't put it in that net. What's going on? Can I put it in that one? Yeah, I can. So yeah, so this isn't going to be a long video. As you can see, I've got £40 in there already, and I can only get £66. So I've got to be careful. I don't want to end up with a fish in my hand that I can't put in the net, which would be really frustrating, wouldn't it? So I'm using a 10 hook. My mono, it was fully green when I started, and I've repaired my hook 4 times up to now because the hook's gone down quite a lot. Because these fish are quite big, and it's a big bait, the hook seems to be getting goosed quickly. So just make a note of that, guys. Next fish I catch, I'll just show you my setup, which you can see it all at the top of the screen anyway. The only thing you can't see is my weight. But yeah, this is, I mean, and you can catch all the way around here. I've miscast over here once, and I caught one there straight away. Caught around here, caught one over there, caught one here. So anywhere this sort of vicinity here seems to be cool. I haven't shallowed off. I've just had the same depth all the time, and I've just been catching constantly. What tends to happen is you throw it in, and then you'll get boom, 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 3 bites on the trot really quick, and then you'll have to wait 10 minutes for a bite after that, no matter where you put it. I was toying with the idea of swapping over a bait and trying to slug, but I thought, oh, what the hell? There we go. We're off again. Look, I've nearly got a full net, so I'll wait. And then I got a full net, and I thought I'll best put my other net in, so I could show you guys how silly it is. And then what we're gonna, oh, this looks half a nice one. Oh, maybe not. There can't be that many more tench there. I got them all. 4.87. Look at that, 45 experience. These are going to be worth so much, these fish. I reckon I've got what's that, 46, so I can catch 20 more pound. So that's 4 5-pounders, and then I'm goosed. And then it's weigh-in time, guys. So I think I've been to the shop and bought, because you only get 5 leech in each pack. So I've pretty much blown all my money. Lot. I've only got 200 left on leech. So this has been an amazing fishing day. I mean, I've spent quite a few hours here today, guys. Real life hours, I mean. So you know, to get a net like that, because it takes a bit of a session to grind that out. But the fact that it's only got one fish in the net, that the bullheads are not bitten, or anything else has bitten, just purely the tench. Look how quick the bites are. They're fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. I'm pretty sure that if I go to what's that, 2.5. So I reckon if I go to oh, I reckon if I go to my other peg over the back there, which I usually fish, where is it? Over there somewhere. I think it's that corner there. Where I usually catch my bream and my tench. I've not tried this there. Look at that. I'm going to have to be really careful here. I'm going to have to, if I get a 6-pounder or something, I'm going to be close. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. I've been trying to catch a 6-pounder to break my record. I'm not sure there's one in here. I've not seen a 6-pound tench on the board anywhere, so I'm not sure if there is one in here. But I fished the bridge as well over on the other lake, and I bet you this will fish the tench out of there, left, right, and centre as well, out of that peg right next to the left-hand side of the bridge. So I'll be testing this over there. And the only reason I ended up back at this lake was, like I said, it was to do a video on the boat, but it was a mistake because I picked my tent up and meant to put it down somewhere else. And I thought, oh, just check and see what time it is. And then I moved and it brought me back here. I thought, you noob. So hence why I thought, right, I might as well do the boat video on me because it's on this peg here. It's Refuge, I think this peg's called. Let's have a look quick. I think it's called the Refuge. Oh yeah, the Refuge. So I thought, yeah, I'll get on the boat, do a quick circle around here, and then I'll bugger off back to the other lake after I've done my video. So yeah, but that hasn't materialised. But this session today reminds me. As you probably know, I'm a real life fisherman. I go fishing quite regular, and I had a session like this in Ireland in the 1980s when I went with a group of friends. It was sick. It was dead warm, and it usually pisses down in Ireland. We went to County Cavan and me and my friend fished this pond while the other guys went on the river. And he's my best friend actually. And we sat there next to each other talking, and it's quite warm. We were using sweet corn, and all of a sudden it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. The sun had come up and it was like baking. And I started getting bites, and I was fishing on the bottom with a float like this. And it was about 6 foot, 6.5 foot on the bottom, and I was fishing right in the size where the number one is on my left here. And I got a bite straight away, and out to the middle of the lake it went to the pond. I mean, I had it on for about 5 or 6 minutes. It was a massive tench, around 5.5, £6. I went, oh my god, that's nearly my personal best. I threw it back in, second chuck, another tench. I got a tench every single chuck all day. Don't ask me what weight was at the end, because I actually went to my net out and we just didn't bother with net after that. But I caught a £7, nearly an £8 tench I caught. £7.11. Best tench I've ever caught in my life. It might have been 7.12 but I'll claim 7.11, whatever. But yeah, massive tench. Took a right good bit of hand to hold it. You know what I mean? It was fabulous. And this day here reminds me of what that was in County Cavan, so it kind of made me smile. I've just sort of share that with you guys. If my mate Bobby ever watches this video, we'll remember that. We had a top day. He couldn't catch a fish. He was sat right next to me. He even ended up tossing his float right next to me. And eventually he started catching them. But yeah, it was an amazing day. It was one of them days. And then the rest of the week it pissed down and we got soaked every day and it was shit. Oh, there we go. So yeah, and there was some top tension there. I mean, they were rattling them out. We were left, right, and centre towards the end. It was crazy, man. So it'd be nice to catch a £7 on here, but I don't know if there's one in here. It'd be interesting to know what the biggest one is in here. 428. See what I mean? These are sort of like, I'm gonna have to empty my net in a minute. Oh. Right. So I'm sure I was going to show you what I've got lined up, but you can pretty much see it all there, guys. I think I'm on my last leech as well anyway, so I'm probably going to run out of leech before we run out of net. Because I think I'm on my last leech. I think I've gone through probably 7 or 8 lots of leech. You get 5 each time, I think. I can't remember how many times I've been to the shop for it today. I've been there that many times. Should have just bought a shitload. Yeah, I wanted to do some spinning on here with a starter rod as well, because I haven't done a spinning video yet, and someone's been asking about a spinning as well, so I'll do that at some stage. I'll just get my new rod out and do a bit of perch spinning, just to show you guys how good it is. I did it on the demo, but I wanted to just get a load of money so I could get 3 feeder rods, but it never happened because I stopped playing for a while because it was quite buggy. I kept losing fish all the time. So, but then he did an upgraded it, and it reset everything. So I came back and played again, but I didn't get around to doing any spinning. So I'm going to do that at some stage in the next couple of days. I've been playing this other game, which has took 50, 60 hours off me this week. So this is the first time I've been on the fishing game for ages, which I wanted to get back on it because I was kind of missing it. And look at the points, looking at 331 already. I got level 10 just before I started the video. I keep seeing an odd tench swimming around here as well. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to make this my last fish, and then I'm going to clear up the video because it's cracking on here. It's like 3:30 in the morning here, guys. So yeah, I'll probably do another shorter video afterwards. I'll go to the shop and just show what's in my nets. But then I'll do a very short video after this one just to show how much money and all the fish that I've caught, you know, so we can go through them so you can see them all. Because I don't want to spend another 15, 10 minutes playing this. I want to go to bed. I'm getting tired. But yeah, this is definitely going to be, I reckon there's 2.5. I reckon there's 2.5, maybe 3K in there, in that one there. Because I've filled them up before, but not with just tench. So this is the first time I filled a net with the same species of fish without any other fish in the net. So that's why it's going to be interesting. It's gone really quiet all of a sudden. It's 10:42. Come on, let's have another fish. But anyway, at least you've seen this peg, guys. And like I say, when I get this next fish, I will show you my setup because there's nothing spectacular about it. It's just as it says at the top of the screen there. But I've gone through half my line because that line was brand new when I put it on when I first started. And all my leeches have been used. So yeah, it's crazy. But I've also been catching tench on cheese, just in case you get somewhere. Here we go. In case you get somewhere and you don't, that's it, very big. You don't catch all the time. Oh, maybe it's bigger than I think it is. Probably £3, maybe four. Yeah, 371, 2-star, 35 clip. Right, so there we go. I reckon one more will put me in the 60s, so that's it. This is definitely my last bite. But before we look at my bite, So I'm just going to show you so you can see the line I'm on. So there you go. I'm on the £18 line. I've got another one there that's nearly used up. There's the float I'm using, so you can see I'm using an 18-ounce float, and obviously you can see I'm fishing at full depth, can't go any deeper. Obviously I'm using the 18-ounce weight, and then I've got a 10 hook on, which I'm just going to repair. Look how quick, look at that, that's gone down. The size of that bait is crazy, isn't it? I could probably get away with using an 8 on here, guys. Might even just try that, just for a one-off quick. Let's put an 8 on. Right, let's not put an 8 on then. Oh, it's not repaired it, but it said it did. Oh, it looks like I might be bugged. Right, it's gone on this time. So let's just see how many leech I've got. So I've got an 8 on. Have I got any more leech left? No. Oh, I have. Yeah, I've got one more leech left. So let me just have another quick look down here and see how much I've got in the net. So I can have 3, I can have 6-pounder fish, and then that's it. So if I catch a 4-pounder or something, I'm going to have to just go in and hand it in. So let's have a look. Now I'm using a bigger hook. It's probably going to slow the bites down, because that's generally what happens. You put a bigger hook on, but this is a big bait. This is a massive bait, this. So who knows? Might end up with a stupid fish on here now, which could be embarrassing. I could end up with not being able to net it, and that would really cheese me off. This is definitely my last fish, guys. Whatever I catch here, this is it, game over. So I don't want this video to be like 18 weeks old, because a lot of my some of my videos, I'm going to make a quick video and it's like an hour and a quarter long or something like that. Crazy, man. Nothing, I'm trying to keep it simple, and it's not simple if it's over an hour video. I don't know how you guys feel about this game. I mean, it's a bit shit at the moment with the. I mean, I haven't played it for 4 days, and he's done a rollback, which I'm glad, because if I'd have played it, I'd have been really cheesed off if I lost all the XP that I got. Can you imagine putting 2 levels on and he rolls it back? Oh, that would have killed me. So he needs to sort this network out. That's another reason why I've not been playing it as much, guys, because I don't want to. I don't want to put the time in and end up losing it all. If he pulls these 2 levels off me, I'll be devastated. Because it's proper took a few hours today. I've probably been on this game since, I don't know, I've probably played 10 hours on this game today, off and on. Had a couple of breaks, went out for a walk, had some food, came back, played 4 or 5 hours, had some tea, come back on again, had a break again, watched a bit of the golf, and then came back on again later on, and been on for about another 2 or 3 hours now. So yeah, this has been like a real life fishing session. I kind of want to go fishing in the morning, but that ain't going to happen now. It's too late. By the time I get my head down, it'll be morning. Yeah, this has slowed down because I put a bigger hook on. I thought that might be the case. So whatever happens here, this is my last fish. And I'll crank this video up and get it on tomorrow. So you guys go tomorrow. It's tomorrow already, but I mean later on today. And it'll be interesting to see what you guys think. I haven't caught a net full of the same fish on this ever since I've been fishing it. So this is the first time ever. So this will give you a good barometer to see how much fish you can get for filling 2 nets. I can't imagine what would happen if you bought 2 of these big nets and did that. Can you? Well, it'd be double the money, obviously, but that's probably the way to go. If you can sit on one peg and you can fish on one peg like I'm doing here. If you had 3 rods in here, you'd clean up. You obviously you'd be fishing. It'd be less time, and you'd have 3 rods doing the same thing. That's probably the goal here. I would imagine if you was bottom fishing, because I'm not on the bottom here, you might even catch fish faster. So, but that's my goal, is to buy the rod rest, 3 bite alarms, and then obviously that's what everyone's aiming for. But Probably just going to sit on this peg and do this and just grind away. Now I found that it's just saying that I'm going to go to over the water there. What peg is it? Let me have a quick look. So yeah, edge of the woods. I'm going to go over the edge of the woods where I caught the bream tench last time and check out that with this bait on and see if that makes a difference. And then I've got another peg that my brother found further down. That I'll share that with you guys if he's all right with it. I'm sure he will be. I'm going to test it over there as well, which is just a bit further along this bank. Yeah, bigger up, slowed down, definitely. I was catching a bite every sort of 5-10 minutes on here. Sometimes you chuck it in, it go boom, 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 boom. You get a bite straight away 3 or 4 times. Then you bung it in again. You'd have to wait for like 15, 20 minutes in game. And then the same would happen again. You pull it out, throw it back in, and then boom, boom, another quick 2 bites. And that's what this peg's been like. And all the way up till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the fish start getting smaller. So then I just generally go off on the multiplayer room and find an early morning. But because of the way they've changed it, I show you now, the way they've changed the multiplayer now. See, look, there isn't an early morning there now because he's only got these 6 rooms up. So you've got to go on the late one and then put your tent up and then move it to the morning. It's kind of like annoying. Like when we had 12 rooms before or whatever we had before, then there was always a 5 or a 6 o'clock in the morning or an 8 o'clock in the morning you could get on. So, but I've caught fish right up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on this, so it's not a big deal. But I've not tried fishing right the way through the night, so that'll be interesting. But we'll do that, and I'll do that another time. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that this number 8 hook's probably going to catch me a bigger fish, but I'll have to wait a bit longer for it. Watch me catch a pound fish now. That'll be annoying. That'll probably fit in the other net, actually. I've only got 1 leech left anyway, and 1 more cast on my leech, and that's it. It'll be gone. These leeches are ridiculous. You don't get many in you get 5 in one purchase. This is the first time I bought a yellow float as well. Should have perhaps brought the red one. Although, because if you cast this in the middle of the weeds, you won't see it. That's why I normally get a red one. I was in a rush to get back out though. Just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been subscribing. I've ended up with like, I don't know how many. Loads of people have subscribed over the last 2 or 3 weeks since I've been doing this and playing the last 2 games I've been on. So a big thank you to everyone, and for all the comments that have been left. And I'll get around to doing some more videos on some of the stuff that some of you guys have been asking for, no problem. But there we go. Let this be it's not a big, I thought it'd be a big fish with it being a big hook. It doesn't look like that's the case after all. Might be a 3-pounder if I'm lucky. Yeah, 3-pounder it is. That puts me on 60. What do you reckon, guys? Am I going to catch this? I'm not going to chance it. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nip down to the shop, and then I'm just going to show you what it is. Oh, who's this? Oh, Mushy Mushy. It's a Japanese guy. Is he Chinese? Don't know. Don't recognise the flag. Probably Chinese fella. Oh, he's just put his tent up. Look. Here, clear your mess up. Right, this is going to be a quick one. This
hello,
guys, and then I'm logging on. Right, so that one is 825, and that, look at that, guys. Friggin' hell. 5k worth of fish, and look at that, every single one. Let's have a look. That's just crazy, isn't it? Oh, look, I need to go to bed, guys. So, look, I'll tell you what, I'll go through this on a short video afterwards. I'll go through all the fish. But at least you've seen I've got 5k there. What's this dude here? Go away. So, yeah. Let me just get in here.
Welcome, angler. What do you need?
Angler.
How can I help? Take a look at the shop's offer.
Thank you very much. quickly before I log off. So look, you can see how much they are. It costs you 120 for a leech. So yeah, that's the amount of money. Well, I'm not, because I've got 5k now, which is amazing. And it's 110 for the snail. I've not tried the snail either, but right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to knock it on the head with this video, and because this guy's doing my head in. So I'll catch you on my next video. Let me just go and have a look before I go and see if I got on the board. I don't think I did. But let's just have a look at the boards while I'm running up quickly. Oh, they're bugged. That's that problem solved, isn't it? So someone caught a 650. Someone caught a 637, and the 637's registering all the way along. So that's a shame. So unless someone catches a bigger fish than that, then it won't go off. Right, here's a shaded. Oh, this one's the same again. Look, Prussian carp at the bottom. Still never caught a cruising carp in here. Don't know why. Oh look. All right, so 551. Look, so that's the. What is this? What is this guy on? What a dickhead! Let's. What an absolute prick. Let's see if we can drive on here, eh? Right, guys, that's me done. I'm going to log off because this guy's doing me head in. So let me just grab my nets quick so we can't have a shift here and see what's going on here. And then I'm going to log off. Thanks, everybody. I'll catch you on my next video. Cheeky Chap Gaming, keeping it simple. Bye-bye.